Jagex gets us up to date on Transformers universe. Trion quietly shuts down End of Nations. The EverQuest Landmark Alpha gets a new patch. Hawken releases on Steam for everyone, and much more on this week's episode of Free-to-Play Weekly. Jagex has recently released some brand new videos which shows us what they have been up to with Transformers universe, showcasing new characters and giving us our first glimpse of actual Transformer warfare. While the game was originally conceived as an MMO, Jagex retooled the game in 2013, resulting in TU being relabeled as a MODA. The massively online tactical action game has players controlling Transformer commanders who head their own squad of bots, launching full-scale transforming chaos across the battlefield. Amongst the new introductions is the Baraya beam gun-wielding Autobot known as Meltdown. An Autobot Guardian, he is designed to take a beating, while healing nearby friendlies with special tools. On the darker side of things, we have the tainted and ruthless Decepticon Duststorm. With her Stygian sniper rifle, Duststorm makes for the perfect assassin, doing incredible damage both close up and from great distances. Jagex has stated the closed beta is set to ramp up soon, with Transformers Universe scheduled for a summer release. RTS turned MOBA End of Nations from Trion Worlds has quietly shut down the End of Nations webpage, and all mention of the title has been completely removed from Trion's official site. Originally launched into closed alpha in early 2011, the free-to-play project wowed potential fans with promises of large-scale RTS battles with up to 100 players and thousands of units battling it out for supremacy. However, after several development setbacks, layoffs, and the transfer of development duties from Petroglyph Games to Trion, and shortly after, the studio announced End of Nations would be repurposed as a MOBA with a max of 4 players on each side. When asked about the future of End of Nations, Trion's PR manager Anais Gregu, stated the studio was currently focusing the company's energy and creativity on Rift, Defiance, Trove, Arcade, and some new projects we'll be revealing soon. Blizzard Entertainment revealed early last week the studio will soon begin inviting a limited number of users to participate in the technical alpha for their upcoming MOBA Heroes of the Storm. According to the official post on the Heroes of the Storm website, since this is the first phase of external testing, the technical alpha is intended to help Blizzard better examine how their infrastructure and tech will function across a much broader spectrum of machines and internet connections. Heroes of the Storm is still in the early stages of development, and Blizzard stressed that it still has a long way to go before it's feature complete. The technical alpha is limited to those with a Battle.net account who also reside in the United States. For everyone else, Blizzard has stated they aren't quite sure when they'll be ready to extend access to the rest of the world. Like all other Blizzard betas, players can opt into the alpha through Blizzard beta profile page found within their account. Invited players will find an email from Blizzard in their email inbox if selected. Once the tech alpha begins, players will be free to share their experiences free of any NDA restrictions. A classy, icy landscape will be making a reappearance into the Neverwinter series with the MMO's upcoming Curse of Icewind Dale expansion. An evil influence has cast Icewind Dale into peril, keeping it under a spell of dark magic. Black ice, a strange and dangerous substance used to create powerful items, resides in Icewind Dale and has attracted unwanted visitors to the area, causing chaos amongst the land. The new addition is expected to bring some welcome nostalgia to old fans of the frigid realm, including new PvE content to explore, fresh features, and even much sought-after improvements to PvP. Curse of Icewind Dale is projected to be released in the not-so-icy period of later this spring. EverQuest Landmark Alpha saw a host of changes last week, with a new patch update that brings the first of long-awaited features and developments to alpha testers. First and foremost, while the patch fixes a number of bugs, 2 of the added features that have everyone talking are the brand new biomes, Old Growth Forest and Tundra. In order to avoid any kind of claim wiping to implement the new biomes, SOE instead added 12 new islands to each world that feature the new biomes, bringing the total number of islands per world up to 50. SOE also implemented an attached claim system, in which players can create extra claims to attach to their already existing placed claim, granting them increased real estate on which they can add a few extra rooms to their budding voxel abode. For now, 2 new claim flags can be created through the Forge in order to establish extra attached claims. Building also became a little easier through the introduction of the smoothing tool, which when crafted allows the players to automatically add or remove voxels while smoothing in order to create more natural shapes and causal curves. EverQuest Landmark is set to go into closed beta sometime before the end of March. Another sandbox MMO is on the way from a company who aims to be a familiar name in the genre. Sandbox Interactive will be putting its cross-platform MMORPG Albion online into closed alpha this March 24th, and anyone looking to be a part of the action should hop to it, as there will only be a limited amount of alpha keys. In Albion Online, players create highly customizable characters, which can mash classes and function as one power-playing unit. A player-based economy that relies on the players to build both the buildings and the items makes for a unique realm and experience. Over 800 territories can be claimed and conquered, and to the victor goes the spoils from that particular guild's village, bringing a full loot aspect to the game. Albion Online will be available cross-platform including Windows, iOS, and Android, with all players on at the same time and in the same realm. Meteor Entertainment gave War Machine fans something to chew on as they released their FPS Hawken on Steam's early access late last week. Hawken was originally available through its own launcher, but earlier this year, Adhesive Games opted to shut down the service and transfer services over to Steam. During this period, only players who purchased early access or who already had an account could access the fast-paced mech shooter. As the game is in its final stages of beta, some players may experience a few bugs here and there, but the developers have made it clear that they are ready for an expanded player base. "We are proud to announce that our early access period on Steam has been very successful," said the Hawken development team. "Now, after having 3 weeks to improve and test our servers, we are confident that we are ready for an even greater influx of pilots. We'd like to extend a special thank you to everyone who purchased the bundle and helped us test our servers." Although Hawken is now available on Steam, the FPS still requires a pilot account for access, which can be created on the game's official site. And the game of the week is Guns 2: The Second Duel. A cold war between the Axiom Empire and the Republic of Travia has been taken to the streets, and an energy source known as Optimite is being injected to provide the mercenaries with superhuman capabilities. A sequel to 2004's Guns: The Duel, this fast-paced, acrobatically chaotic battle of class and weaponry takes all the strong features from the series and infuses it with brand new concepts to present its own standalone style of hack and slash meets shooter madness. In Guns 2, the class system provides differently oriented characters with their own individual skills and weapons. Players can currently choose from 4 class options, granting them the freedom to explore and level up their own soldier of choice for more personalized gameplay. Each match can generate weapon scraps, and combining specific weapon parts allows the players to create the perfect weapon for their style of gameplay. As players are under the influence of the power-inducing drug Optimite, running along walls and getting to hard-to-reach places is no problem in Guns 2, giving creative freedom for both defensive maneuvers and quick offensive strikes. Players can enjoy both classic-style PvP actions such as deathmatch or team elimination, or cooperate as a team of 4 on a campaign to take down the Atom Corporation, fighting your way through the corporation's compounds while taking on wave after wave of enemies and special bosses. So get injected and get ready to bounce off the walls in Guns 2: The Second Duel. That is going to be all on this week's episode of Free to Play Weekly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below. And be sure to head over to MMOBomb.com for more free-to-play action. Until next time, Natsumii out.